Every 39 seconds, a cyber attack occurs somewhere in the world. And more often than not, it starts with something as simple as a weak password. Think about that for a second. While you're watching this, dozens of attacks have already been launched, many targeting businesses just like yours. It's a staggering reality, but it really highlights a critical vulnerability that many of us, especially in the hustle of running a business, tend to overlook. We focus on sales, marketing, and operations, but we forget about the digital locks on our doors. And trust me, the bad guys are constantly checking those locks. As a business owner, you've invested everything into building your company. Your time, your money, your passion, it's all on the line. But are you unknowingly leaving the front door wide open for cyber criminals? It's a scary question, but one we absolutely have to ask. Because a single password mistake, one tiny oversight, can be the thread that unravels everything you've worked so hard to create. It's not about being paranoid, it's about being prepared. It's about understanding that in today's digital world, your data is one of your most valuable assets, and protecting it is non-negotiable. So today, we're diving deep into the 3 most costly password mistakes that could destroy your business, and showing you exactly how to protect yourself. Before we jump into the mistakes, let's talk numbers. The average cost of a data breach in 2023 reached $4.45 million according to IBM's latest report. For small to medium businesses, even a minor breach can be devastating, wiping out profits and shattering customer trust. These aren't just abstract figures, they represent real businesses, real people, and real consequences. So stick with me, because what you learn today could literally save your company. Alright, let's start with the most common and frankly the most facepalm-worthy mistake using weak, predictable passwords. I'm talking about 123456 QWERTY, your company's name, or the classic password 123. You might think, no one would ever guess that. But here's the thing, hackers aren't sitting there guessing. They're using sophisticated software that can run through billions of these common combinations in seconds. It's called a brute force attack. And it's like having a robotic thief that can try every possible key for your front door at lightning speed. It's not a matter of if it will find the right one, but when. Think of your password as the only thing standing between a criminal and your company's most sensitive information. Financial records, customer data, proprietary trade secrets. Using a weak password is like locking up a bank vault with a flimsy bicycle lock. You wouldn't do that in the real world, so why are we doing it in the digital one? A real-world example of this is the 2017 Equifax breach. While complex, one of the contributing factors was a web server accessible with the default username and password admin/admin. That simple oversight exposed the personal data of 147 million people. That's the scale of disaster we're talking about. The business impact of this is absolutely catastrophic, and it's a four-headed monster. First, there's the immediate financial loss. This includes the cost of investigating the breach, notifying customers, providing credit monitoring services, and paying regulatory fines, which can be massive. For example, GDPR fines in Europe can be up to 4% of a company's global annual revenue. That's not a slap on the wrist, that's a knockout punch that can put you out of business for good. The money you lose directly from the attack is often just the beginning of your financial nightmare. Second, you have the legal consequences. If you're found to have been negligent in protecting customer data, you can face a barrage of lawsuits from affected individuals. Imagine dozens, hundreds, or even thousands of your customers suing you simultaneously. The legal fees alone can be crippling, not to mention the potential settlements or judgments against you. This isn't just a hypothetical, it's a reality for countless businesses that failed to take basic security precautions. Your legal team will be working overtime, and your resources will be drained defending actions that could have been prevented with a stronger password policy. And finally, let's talk about the 2 things that are hardest to recover: your reputation and your operations. Once news of a breach gets out, customer trust evaporates. Why would anyone want to do business with a company that can't keep their information safe? Rebuilding that trust can take years, if it's even possible. Meanwhile, your day-to-day operations can grind to a halt. You might be locked out of your own systems, unable to process orders, pay employees, or access critical files. This operational disruption creates a downward spiral, compounding financial losses and further damaging your reputation. It's a complete business meltdown, all stemming from something as simple as a weak password. Okay, so you've graduated from password 123 to something more complex. That's great. But now we need to talk about the second major mistake: password reuse across multiple systems. This is the one that sneaks up on you. You've got a great strong password, maybe something like TR&V Skelsey loves tea at ILOR22. It's long, complex, and memorable. The problem? You use that exact same password for your email, your company's cloud server, your banking portal, your social media accounts, and that pizza delivery app you signed up for 3 years ago. You see where this is going, right? It's a massive security risk. The danger here is a phenomenon called credential stuffing. Here's how it works. That pizza delivery app, which probably has pretty weak security, gets breached. Hackers now have a massive list of usernames, your email, and passwords. They know that people are creatures of habit and reuse passwords everywhere. So, they take that list and use automated bots to try your email and password combination on thousands of other, more valuable sites, like your bank, your Amazon account, and most importantly, your business's critical systems. They are banking on the fact you used the same key for every lock you own. This isn't just a theory, it's one of the most common ways accounts get compromised today. A study by Google found that a staggering 65% of people admit to reusing the same password across multiple accounts. That means 2 out of every 3 people watching this are likely vulnerable to this exact type of attack. Think about all the services you've signed up for over the years. Every single one of them is a potential point of failure. A breach at any one of them could be the domino that topples your entire digital life, including your business. The real-world consequences are severe. In 2016, thousands of Spotify, Netflix, and other accounts were compromised. It wasn't because Spotify or Netflix themselves were directly hacked. Instead, hackers used credentials stolen from a massive 2012 breach at LinkedIn. People who had used the same password for both their LinkedIn and Spotify accounts 4 years later suddenly found themselves locked out. For a business, this could mean a hacker gaining access to your financial software by using a password stolen from a breach at a completely unrelated, low-security forum your employee signed up 4 years ago. The weakest link in your security chain might not even be in your company. The solution here is simple in concept but requires discipline. Use a unique, strong password for every single account. I know what you're thinking. Paul, how am I supposed to remember 50 different complex passwords? And you're right, you can't. Nobody can. That's why password managers are absolutely essential tools for any business. These applications generate and store incredibly strong, unique passwords for all your sites, and all you have to do is remember one single strong master password. It's like having a master key that only you possess, which unlocks a vault of unique keys for every other door. It eliminates the risk of credential stuffing and is one of the single most effective security upgrades you can make. So you're using strong, unique passwords for everything. Fantastic. You're now in the top tier of security-conscious users. But there's one more crucial mistake that can undo all that hard work: not enabling multi-factor authentication, or MFA. Relying on a password alone, no matter how strong, is like having a really great lock on your front door but leaving the back door completely unlocked. A password is just one factor of authentication, something you know. MFA adds at least one more layer, like something you have, such as your phone, or something you are, like your fingerprint. Let's break down why this is so critical. Even the strongest password can be compromised. It could be stolen through a phishing attack, where a convincing fake email tricks you into entering your credentials on a malicious site. It could be captured by keylogging malware that has secretly infected your computer. Or, as we've seen, it could be exposed in a third-party data breach. If the password is the only thing protecting your account, the moment it's compromised, the game is over. The hacker is in, and they have the keys to the kingdom. There is no second chance. Multi-factor authentication is your safety net. It's the digital equivalent of a bank requiring both your debit card and your PIN. When MFA is enabled, even if a hacker steals your password, they can't get in. After entering the correct password, the system will prompt them for a second factor, usually a one-time code sent to your phone via an app like Google Authenticator or a text message. Since the hacker doesn't have your physical phone, they're stopped dead in their tracks. It's that simple, yet that powerful. You'll even get an alert that someone tried to log in, giving you a heads up that your password has been compromised and needs to be changed immediately. Real-world examples show just how effective this is. In 2019, a sophisticated phishing campaign targeted journalists and activists, successfully stealing their Google account passwords. However, the accounts that were protected by MFA remained secure. The attackers had the keys, but they couldn't get past the second lock. Microsoft has stated that enabling MFA blocks 99.9% of automated cyber attacks. Let me repeat that, 99.9%. For the tiny effort it takes to set up, there is almost no other security measure that provides that level of protection. It is the single most effective thing you can do to secure your accounts. For your business, implementing MFA across all critical systems, email, cloud storage, financial software, remote access portals, is not optional, it's a necessity. It's incredibly easy to roll out on most platforms like Microsoft 365 and Google Workspace. The minor inconvenience of an employee having to tap an approval on their phone is infinitely better than the catastrophic inconvenience of a full-blown data breach. Don't let the final and most effective layer of defense be the one you ignore. Lock the front door with a strong password, but for heaven's sake, make sure you lock the back door with MFA too. We've covered a lot today, from the danger of simple passwords to the domino effect of reuse and the absolute necessity of MFA. The threats are real, and the stakes couldn't be higher. But the good news is, the solutions are within your reach. Don't wait until it's too late. Every day you delay implementing proper password security is another day you're vulnerable to attack. A data breach isn't just an IT problem, it's a business-ending event that can undo years of hard work in an instant. The time to act is not after you see a suspicious login attempt, the time to act is right now. So what are your next steps? It's a simple 4-part process. First, assess where you are. Take stock of your current password policies, or lack thereof. Second, implement the basic protections we talked about. Enforce strong, unique passwords for every account, and make a password manager your company's new best friend. Third, educate your team. Your security is only as strong as your least informed employee. And fourth, monitor continuously. Security isn't a set-it-and-forget-it task. Take the assessment, implement basic protections, educate your team, and monitor continuously. Your business is your legacy. Protecting it is your responsibility. Don't become another cybersecurity statistic. Your business, your employees, and your customers are counting on you to keep their data safe. Ready to protect your business? Don't leave it to chance. The peace of mind that comes from knowing you're secure is priceless. Contact Innovative Technologies today at upstatetechsupport.com for a comprehensive cybersecurity consultation. We can help you build the digital fortress your business deserves. Thanks for watching and stay safe out there.